When I was about 8 years old, Grandpa George had this thing he called night ops. We'd slip out of the house around midnight, and he'd tell me we were off on a super-secret mission, usually to the Quick Mart on the edge of town for stale donuts. I loved it, man. It felt like we were the only two people awake in the whole state, you know? He'd let me pick the music, which was always just like classic rock, and he'd drive this beat-up old truck fast. I mean, real fast. We'd tear down these backcountry roads, barely slowing down for the corners, and I'd be giggling, thinking, man, Grandpa is such a rebel. He'd make me swear an oath, saying, what happens in night ops stays in night ops, okay, buddy. And I took that oath seriously, never told my parents anything. It was our special thing, our little secret. I'd always remember his big, clumsy smile in the rearview mirror, just so proud of the thrill he was giving me. Now I'm like 32, and I was watching my 10-year-old nephew ride his bike, and the memory just hit me. Hard. Grandpa George wasn't giving me a thrill. He was an alcoholic, a bad one. When you're 8, sitting in the passenger seat, you don't realize the smell of stale beer is coming from the guy driving. You don't know that swerving means he's trying to keep his eyes open, not trying to hit the apex of the turn. I realized with this horrible chill, those secret missions weren't about bonding at all, were they? They were about the fact that he was too drunk to wait until morning, too selfish, too addicted, to not go get another six-pack. He wasn't my action hero. I was just a child, an unwilling passenger, providing him with a flimsy, pathetic excuse to drive drunk late at night, completely reckless. And that oath? What happens in night ops stays in night ops. That wasn't a cool secret between us. It was an adult covering his tracks, and my silence kept me safe. But it also kept his addiction going. That realization, it just crushes me.